Kittens are awesome. Still really hot. Still really hot. I gotta say, as an old lady, still really hot. Still really hot. Do you? I mean, I know there's really not a lot you can say about. Well, first of all, I also Caroline Skinner. What has this season been like for you so far?
It's been incredible, absolutely incredible. I mean, it's, huge episodes. We've had Daleks, we've had Weeping Angels, we've been to New York, we've shot an episode in Spain. It's just been absolutely epic. But, saying goodbye to these guys was the big one, really. Like, literally, Karen did nothing but cry for 2 weeks. We ran out of tissues. I mean, it was... No, it's amazing, absolutely. There's nothing like Doctor Who.
And as you're writing, are you just sort of like, your fingers get heavier where you're like, I don't want to have to, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Is it sort of that feeling?
That episode, it was a tough one to write. I think I was actually quite relieved when I managed to finish it. And it actually sort of made sense. Yes, it was very, very difficult to know that, because it's not just fiction you're ending. You're actually ending a real life experience working with Karen and Arthur was absolutely coming to an end. And I thought I'd written my last words ever for Amy and Rory. Of course I hadn't. There's always something else.
Sure.
But it was genuinely, properly sad.
Are you allowed to, in any way, kind of give us a sense of, what kind of an ending we might be seeing? Is it any?
Take a guess, Chris.
Oh no! Oh, if I know Steven Moffat, heads will roll. But I do think that is the fun thing about the show, is that because it's a show that takes place anywhere in space and time, anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Well, you mean the way to write about it absolutely ended?
I'd say there's no way to write them out completely, right?
You're right. You're right.
Okay. Well,
I hope you enjoy the episode, Chris.
That's going to be a hard one, I mean,
oh, yes.
It's going to be a really hard one. I put up watching The End of Time for like a month.
And you've kept the outfit, clearly.
But as soon as but again, this is the point that I want to make, is that we say goodbye to people that we love, but we form new relationships with new people that we love too.
Are you still talking about Doctor Who, or have you gone off?
Well, it's just, there's a very special lady here today in a Xena costume, and I just wanted to make her the happiest. I'm not getting engaged. But I do think it's important to note that we trust you. We trust you that that whatever it is that you do, we're gonna follow you and trust that that you're not gonna damage our hearts for too long. You know you have our hearts in your hands.
Yes.
Please speak.
Why do you trust me? What have I ever done to earn that?
Because you write awesome stuff.
Yeah.
That's why.
And it's very upsetting.
Caroline, what
Not reassuring enough.
Yes.
I don't trust him.
Wow. What are your kind of favorite storylines, Caroline? Do you like historical, or do you like future? Do you like space? Do you like alien? Like what do you prefer?
Oh God, I love them all. I don't know. I mean, I think probably the historical ones, because I think there's something so magical about time traveling back into the past. Woo! I love the episodes that we've just made, because they're all so different from each other, and I think that actually that's the thing I love the one that I'm going to watch next. I suppose that's the thing. You kind of go, they're huge, these episodes, and I love them all for different reasons.
Yeah, Matt, what's your favorite?
Well, I mean, again, but to pick up on your point, I think it's absolutely right that the show is the star, and the show will continue without us, without, dare I say, Stephen, without, because that's the thing that we're here to serve, and that's what we do, and it is about regeneration, and it is about welcoming in Jenna and a new era and a new time, and that's what's exciting. But I think, it's what I like is that each week it can be anything, and you're not bound by genre, and that you can tell a horror story one week or a sort of rom-com-y story the next, and it can afford invention and inventiveness, and it's sort of limitless, really. But I quite like going back in time. I like going forward in time. I like everything, really. I don't know. You like going to the future, don't you?
I like when
we learn something about the cat, like about something we're really familiar with.
Like golf, for instance.
Yeah, or no, but I like the TARDIS girl.
Yeah, right, okay.
Idris and all that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Neil Gaiman, yeah. Neil Gaiman's What are you gonna miss? What do you think you'll miss the most, Karen?
I am right next to you.
I'm gonna miss various things. I'm gonna miss getting to run down corridors away from imaginary monsters because they're putting after us sometimes. And
you can still do that. It'll just be weird.
I can look really scared of tennis balls now. But yeah, so that's really fun. Instead of like doing a show where you're just standing in a room talking all the time. I'm gonna miss these guys. I really am. I've made some of my best friends on this show.
Yeah.
So.
But it is like we do spend all of our time together. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's mad. But we've got to the point where we can't really have conversations when the three of us.
Just noises.
Yeah.
Noises and silly phrases.
Yeah.
And
we like to call them episodes.
Yeah. You guys are in this kind of, you're in this wonderfully unique position that you've all kind of grown together in the last few years, and no matter how old you get, you always have this visual scrapbook of your lives. Yeah. I mean, how seamlessly do you feel like you flow in between your characters, and back out?
Well, I mean,
really quickly.
Yeah, it's got to the point where. Yeah, and what's been really interesting over the past sort of 6 months or so as well, or even the past year, is if there's something happening in a scene, say for instance there's a moment that we react to, I mean even now, I won't have to look, and something's happened there, let's say it happened like that, and us three would go... And because you become kind of symbiotic, because it's every waking hour of the day together, and it's 9 months, and we film away from London, so away from our friends, and we don't really argue, do we?
No.
And it's great to be able to play characters that you know so well, and then get scripts that surprise you with what they do.
And it's what's great, what the real heartbeat of the show is the quality of the writing and the quality of the writers that it attaches as well, and that makes our job infinitely easier. I'm not just saying that because you're next to me.
It's also fun for fans too to be able to see you guys go on and do other things, or see you cross over with other people, or I saw something once, Matt, where you popped up on something with Billy Piper. I was like, oh my god! And then in my head I wrote this whole fan fiction story about how
given the content of the scene then must have been one hell of a story.
Well, something we all wanted to see.
Worst way to spend an afternoon at work.
So what do you guys have plans on what's next for you guys?
Yes.
Do you want to go?
Should we answer
each other?
Okay, right.
What's your conference?
Okay,
so I'm going to Scotland to do a little film called Not Another Happy Ending, which is about a writer. And then I'm doing...
like that?
Stop it. I'm doing a film in America called Oculus about a mirror.
That was weird. Oh no, I can't do an impression of you.
No, you can't.
Sorry, I'm a bit bumbling, because that's just me.
This was it. This was how the ponds ended.
So I'm going to do a play in London with my best friend, and we've known each other since we were like 8, so that's really exciting. And then, this is exciting, I'm going to do it in my normal voice. I am going to, because I'm you now, I'm going to do a new series called Broadchurch with, get this, David Tennant. Chibnall, who, wrote some of Doctor Who, and Olivia Colman, who was Prisoner Zero.
Who-rama.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, so people will actually be able to see you pop up on other stuff,
Yeah.
which is nice. It's nice for us. Again, I feel like in England there's like 50 actors, and they all just do this constantly. You're like, hey, there I go, there's Stephen Fry. Oh, hey, there's
In fairness, those 50 actors seem to be playing the leads in most of your shows. Slowly becoming true that the British actors are better at being American.
It's true.
How does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me almost feel bad for having to drive you bastards back hundreds of years ago. We're taxing our tea! We don't even drink tea! Who gives a crap? I said that. I said jokingly yesterday in the Warner Brothers panel, it was the Superman, it was Man of Steel, and I was like, these damn British actors are coming here taking parts of American hard-working superheroes, and I was like, and that's why there should be an American doctor, and Itzel was like, no! I was kidding, of course not. No, please don't get mad. But you also bring with you, Mr. Moffat, some surprises and exclusive things. To set up this next little bit of awesomeness?
Right. This is, we're just talking about the sorry, was someone shouting at me there? The British-American controversy. This is us in the heartland of your culture. We are doing a Western. And for extra authenticity, we did the one thing you must always do when you are shooting an iconic piece of American culture. We went to Spain. And we're now going to show you our version of your culture.